Hi, my name is Maya,
And I'm Sarah.
and we're 16-year-old twins from Aleppo, Syria, and today we're doing an interview for Beloved Syria magazine.
Yep. And we're going to be asking each other questions about our experiences in Syria. First of all, Maya, what prompted your family to immigrate to Australia?
Well, what prompted our family to immigrate to Australia is definitely the war, the ongoing war. My dad studied in Perth, and me and Sarah were actually born here, so we're already citizens, and that made it a lot easier for us to obtain, a visa.
And we came on a skilled immigration visa in May 2012, and we're still here. Maya, actually, your turn. Yep.
Could you introduce your podcast and talk a little bit about what you hope to achieve from it?
So Refugees on Air is our podcast, and it's in partnership with Sin Media. It's a youth-run radio station, and basically what it aims to do is share inspiring refugee stories from all around Melbourne. We've already got 5 episodes, and all of them include inspirational and successful refugees.
Mm-hmm.
And basically what we aim to do with it is just make people feel inspired and thankful, and
spread the word.
Yeah, grow an understanding towards what people have gone through, so they can be more appreciative of what they have and their experiences. Maya, what has been your experience of settling into life in Australia?
Well, at the beginning it was definitely challenging. We had to quickly adapt to a new culture, language, people, and just country. It was kind of like a different planet. But I do have to say that I feel like we came at the right age. We were 10 years old and we were still growing and learning.
Yep.
And
we both struggled a lot with bullying.
Yeah, we did struggle a bit with bullying in primary school because we only entered language school for 6 months and then we had to go straight into year 6. And with my older sister, she had to go straight into year 8 at high school, so it was a bit harder for her.
Yep. But after that, I guess we all kind of got used to it. You have to get used to your surroundings at some point.
We adapted.
Yeah, that's right, we adapted.
So, what are some significant similarities and differences between life in Aleppo and life in Melbourne?
I think the differences would definitely be like the value of family and how much Australia values family against how much Syria values family. And I guess family in Aleppo, it's kind of like you're always together, you're always in each other's business and going to weddings and big dinners and things like that. But I guess family isn't one of the top most important things to people in Australia, which is not a bad thing as well. One other thing is probably big difference is the public transport systems here in Melbourne.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's so good, it's just top really. There's nothing like it in Aleppo, and or I think anywhere else really. We have really good systems, and one other thing would be the opportunities that Australia gives its students. As I said, youth-run radio stations and getting to have our say in parliament and councils and things like that. It's really one of the best things in this country, and it's really helped us make our way and make our podcasts pretty much. Maya, what are some memories that you cherish in Aleppo?
I cherish all the times that I spent with my friendship group. I remember we always used to go to big restaurants and a really big group, and all our mothers would sit around one table and mainly gossip.
Mainly.
And I really, really enjoyed those times. I remember every time Mum told us we were going out, we were like, yes, I was so happy.
Yeah.
I cherish all the times that I spent with my family because I definitely miss my relatives over here.
Yep.
It's hard without them, but you just have to keep going.
Yeah. And my uncle's wedding 2 days before we left was just fantastic. Just spending time with my grandmas and cousins and aunties. It was so good, and growing up in a scout group as well. It was on a Friday evening after double of sport, and we went with all our friends, and we would just basically see each other for the whole day. And it was so good. Helped me grow my confidence so much and be able to mature into who we are today.
What are general memories of childhood you would share with other Syrian children of your age group?
I think, as I said, little things like going to your local scout group, because pretty much everybody was in a scout group. and going to Lediye and to the
All the
beach
camps as
and
well.
to Turkish resort, and you know, going up north to Turkey and spending all this time in these resorts. We went with like two of our best friends and their families, and then we like coincidentally saw a teacher there. Now thinking about it, I'm like, oh, poor her, she just wanted to get rid of us, but she couldn't. And yeah, just visiting family and going home in those like big school yellow buses, and I remember we were number 12.
Yeah, number 12.
And yeah, just little things like that, I guess. Maya, how would you describe Syria to the people in Australia?
It's definitely not what the media portrays at the moment.
Yes, that's literally what I wrote down too.
It's a beautiful country with generous, caring people.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the oldest inhabited countries in the world.
It has so many historical monuments.
Yeah, it
welcoming
does.
people.
It's just filled with like ambitious and hardworking people that I'll, appreciate for the rest of my life. I grew up there.
We learned all our values there.
Yeah, we learned all our values that we still live by today, and I would never change anything about my childhood.
That's right. I remember one memory, very briefly, was we were just in like a historical place in Aleppo. I'm not sure where, but we were like exiting a restaurant, and then I saw, it was my first time seeing tourists in Aleppo, and they were just one thing, the most significant thing that I remember from them was just seeing their facial expressions, and they were so happy, and they had these like bright smiles and taking pictures of everything and all the food and all the drinks and
The food.
yeah, the food. That's all I can say. And just, I think people just forget that it's a home. It's not just a war zone, it's a home for so many people, and there's still life there. There's teams and sports teams and amusement parks and ice skating and schools and ice cream shops and
people
and weddings and people. Okay, it's not just the country that you see on the media.
What could Australia learn from Syria and Syria learn from Australia?
I think Syria could definitely learn to support its students more. I feel like if you say like support its people, that's too wide of an area. But I just want to focus on the youth because they are really the
Next
future generation. That's right. Like supporting them, like as I said, getting them more involved in the media and the government in sports
in like
teams.
all the fields of interest that they want to go in.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Provide more opportunities for them, and one of those things that I found so interesting here in schools in Australia is all the electives you get to choose. Like we got to do cooking. That's really amazing.
When our older sister told us that we get to do cooking, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait.
So excited, even though I failed. Yeah, just little things like that I think could go a long way in our country. What about you? What would Australia learn from Syria?
I think that I know that Australia is a multicultural country, but I do think that the people still need to be appreciative of these other cultures that we get more and more of each day.
Right.
Welcome them, support them in their own, ways.
Be understanding with
Be
them.
understanding. You don't have to agree with their opinions, but at least be respectful of what they believe
That's
in
right.
and what they think.
And make more Syrian food because we need it.
Have more I feel like when you go on like Jamie Oliver, he doesn't make Syrian food, but I think someone should.
Jamie Oliver wouldn't make Syrian food.
Yeah, but like someone needs to tell him that he's missing out.
Are we doing the wrong show? Should we make a cooking podcast? I feel like that's what we need to do now. Maya, what aspects of life in Syria do you miss?
The number one thing is that I definitely miss having more family.
Yeah.
I miss all my relatives. I miss going to like all these big weddings and just all these gatherings for Christmas and New Year's.
I feel like a lot of people take that for granted here because it really was hard for us to like celebrate Christmases just by ourselves pretty much.
Yeah, or with like just family, friends.
Yeah. And see like all the family, well everybody is really spread out around the world. We've got Sweden, USA, Egypt, Syria, everywhere pretty much. And it can get hard, but that's what like friends and family friends are for, I guess.
Yeah.
But that's one of the biggest things I miss.
I do also miss my classmates and my teachers and my school because they taught me so much. They taught me like everything you could learn in childhood.
And
yeah.
French as well. I'm sorry, I forgot all of it already.
We got taught French, but
Merci, that's all I can say.
Bonjour. Okay, nice. So, what's something that you brought with you to Australia that you cherish from your hometown?
Well, actually, I brought my school top, school uniform from my school. École Emma, and it's École Emma, which is School of Hope, pretty much. It's in French, and basically this top, it has been signed by my friends back in Syria, my friends in Noble Park Language School, and my friends in Year 6. And yeah, pretty much I'm waiting right now on Year 12 so they can just try to fill whatever room is left in it. And there's just signatures from teachers and my grandma and my friends, and so many people wrote stuff on it. So many people misspelled my name as well.
And my name, they wrote it as a store.
Yeah. And yeah, it's pretty good. What about you, Maya?
Well, I brought my wallet first, and I have some messages from friends saying, you know, I'll miss you, good luck in Australia, obviously in Arabic. Yeah, and another thing that I have is one of my maths exams that I got 10 out of 10 on. And I brought it with me because it shows me that I can do anything that I put my mind to. And I remember that I studied really hard for this because it was one of the last exams that I would have at my school in Syria. And yeah, I got 10 out of 10.
What's this one? Oh, this was like my physics physics thing. Yeah, this is like where it all started, where I like became interested in like astrophysics and stuff. This was like it was like a car or something. I have no idea.
I didn't bring this, but I do have I should have brought it. I have like a fashion design book.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna bring it.
Yeah, it's that's another cute message from my friends saying, you know, good luck, I'll miss you.
Here's my Noble Park Language School student ID. That's right, that was me. And I love it because it says at the back, I am a new arrival to Australia and have limited English. I may have difficulty communicating with you. If I'm lost, please contact my school.
And she still has it in her wallet.
Yeah.
Sarah, you're Syrian Australian. What does this mean to you, and what do you as Syrians have to offer Australia?
Well, for me, I feel like it means that I've got two homes, I have two identities, and I'm very, very proud of both of them. And I guess this sounds cliche, but I feel like I'm a connection between two countries that, you know, might not know of one another very well. And I just want to represent my country as aspiring people who want to study and work and be someone in society, and break all the social stereotypes that are in place for us, and to show that we're truly proud to be Syrian.